Welcome. Welcome, week 4 really, yeah? Week 4. Okay. So you guys' first assignment is due, yeah? This Sunday, you must submit. And that's so exciting. Because this case, you guys so excited? Yeah. So starting this week, we have your 16 to present real world case study on digital transformation, which is key learning for this course. I have talked too much on this digital transformation technology and the theory. You guys also do some research on ICT trend and application. Now put them in a real world application. So case study is very important to develop your problem solving skill as a manager, right? You need to solve problems and make decisions. So we started today. So let's welcome team 1. So they will present very interesting grocery store digital transformation. Right? Everyone knows grocery store. So Kroger, and they will tell us what about this company background and what the competitive environment for this grocery store in space, and also present us the major initiative, the digital transformation for grocery store. Then what's the problem? Typically at the end of your case, right? Then they present their solution. Yeah. So you are the judge. Yeah. And after presentation, we could have a few questions. Then you give them evaluation on your cost model week 4. Okay. And this counts pretty much about 50% of the grade. So you need to evaluate very professionally, okay? Because our take highest out, lowest out, then average out. So don't waste time, okay? Be objective as much as possible. So everybody, you need to evaluate it because I will check how we input, who are evaluated, who are not. If you don't do that, you will lose marks for class participation grade. That's for sure. Okay? So each of the audience must evaluate the presenter. Okay? So are you ready? Ready. So you have 20 minutes. Yeah. You may start. So each of you let me know your name. Yeah? So no presentation, no grade. Very simple. Yeah? So I need to mark your name here.
You can control the...
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here present. Our team is Team 1. We had the challenge to present the first study case here in digital transformation class. We're honored about presenting Kroger, a grocery store that is huge in the United States. Does anyone know about Kroger? Have you ever been in Kroger? You? Okay, that's good. So, okay, let's start. The agenda for today is we're going to talk about the background. What is the history of Kroger, issues, financial position, also competitive analysis with 5 forces plus 3 IT forces. Also the digital transformation initiatives that Kroger has, the current issues with a fishbone analysis and also a decision matrix for the solution, and recommendations, integrating all the problems to an integral conclusion and solution. Kroger's background. So Kroger has more than 2,700 stores across 35 states in United States. The key decision makers are the CEO and the CIO. So the CEO of Kruger is Mgnt. He always wants to introduce new initiatives from Kruger, digital transformation and everything. And also Yael Koset is the CEO, which is the Chief Information Officer. So they have in the organizational structure someone that takes care about data, analytics, and also that says a lot about Kruger. So Kruger history. The first store was opened in Cincinnati in 1883. Then they started the plan of expansion with 25 new stores in St. Louis. In 1972, they started with more innovation. So they started with the electronic scanners. That was innovated at that time. And also, they started incorporating and doing partnerships with strategic companies. So in 2015, they acquired John Humby. They do a partnership. This one is for digital analysis, and they started transforming the grocery store into more digital, more e-commerce. And also in 2017, I would like to highlight the Restore Kruger. They focus on customer experience, and this initiative, we're going to talk about it later. Also, this case, understanding this case. For this exciting case, actually, we focus on 2019 to 2020, where COVID hit. So we just know that Kruger has a lot of partnerships that have helped them to maintain its market share and increase revenue. They started doing digital transformation and digital innovation strategies, but the COVID-19 boosted their revenue almost 11%. But before that, they had a little bit of loss in profit. So there is a structural issue there. So this is the financial position for Kruger. So in 2020, the growth was about 1.9 billion. And the market share of them is 10%. In this graph, we can see some statistics about Kruger and the main competitors, and also the gross profit, how here it was just like not increasing, and how it increased a lot in 2020.
So who is the second competitor? Can you go back to previous one?
So Kruger, the main competitor of Kruger is Walmart. We're going to talk about competitors in the next slide too. So, thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Imran. So let's start.
What's your name? Introduce your name.
Imran.
Okay, thank you.
So let's start with the competitive analysis. So in the competitive analysis, we have used Porter's 5 forces and 3 external forces, IT forces. So as you can see, this industry has a strong value. So if any new competitor wants to enter, they have to invest a lot, and it will take time to become effective competitor. Then power of suppliers. Power of suppliers actually medium, because lots of moderate number of suppliers and they all actually offer similar type of product. Then power of customers, again, is very high because the customer has the power to drive the prices, and retaining customer is very difficult because everyone actually like offering same type of service and product. Then threats of substitute is actually very high because once again everyone kind of offering the same thing. Grocery stores, nothing that much like variety there. So finally, the competition industry is very high, and everyone is actually fighting for survival. So another three forces, those forces actually out of control for any company. That's why they are external forces. Government and regulatory issues. Government and regulatory issues changes time to time, and that's also affect the competitiveness in the market. Market growth and volatility, that's also another factor. That's sometimes with situation it goes ups and down. Then the final thing, technological changes. As we are talking, also now technology is changing now. So let's go to the next part. So who are the main competitors there? So this Cougar has main competitors as Mari said, Walmart, and like Amazon actually entered the market with acquisition of company. So they are now very strong competitor also, and they have other newly came up company who has new ideas and new like technological advantage. So overall, they are actually fighting in this industry for their survival, and mainly they are applying low pricing strategy. So this is putting a lot of pressure on Cougar to gain the market share. Okay, so with all those challenges, Cougar started to transform themselves. Digitalization, they started digitalization. The core idea of their digitalization was Restore Cougar, launched by their CEO, McMullen. And this has like 4 components. One is customer experience. They want to give more better customer experience. Expands partnership and collaboration, develop talent, lead Cougar partners. So what they have done, they started by acquisition of Danhambe, and that's a like analytical company, and they start gathering data and applying digitalization. Then they start collaboration with Ocado, and that make their warehouse digital. And then they acquired VitaCost to help their healthcare products and everything. Then they also collaborate with Miro to introduce driverless delivery system. And with all this, and finally they also collaborate with Alibaba to introduce their product to global customers. So that was all the competitiveness. It was like not easy for Cougar, or in this all the transformation that they had to face some of the challenges, like some of the senior executive also left the company because of this digitalization process, they couldn't adapt to this, and they had data breaches, which was a serious thing. So after all those things, they started the transformation, and they are doing good in this thing. Okay, now the next member, please.
Okay, good morning, class and classmates. So I
What's your name, please?
Jalen Rivera.
Thank you.
So I will be discussing the digital transformation of Progress because Progress started in the scratch and wants to adopt the digital transformation. So the first one of initiatives that Progress implement in their industry is the data analysis. Data analysis, it is important for them to adopt this kind of analysis to help the company to know what will be their offers, how they can pursue or inform their prospective customers by predictive analytics, defining the projects, the data collections, and the statistics. Also, they also wants to know their behaviors and then how to influence them. So that's why the data analysis for this is very important for them. Then the next one is They use also the Internet of Things at Kroger. Like in this example, they already collected the ideas and the analysis of these customers. And then this kind of using internet and also the Wi-Fi, it collects the data, and that's the time where they can offer promotions, discounts, and anything to the prospective customers. Okay, the next one will be the fulfillment of automation. So as you can see here, their partnerships are the VitaCost, Okado, and the Neuro. VitaCost is a company of giving healthy foods in the store by ordering online through its e-commerce and preparing right after that preparing in their warehouse for their fully automation, like robots and less manpower. And then lastly, the deliver using drones, and that company partner with Kroger's is the Neuro. So they use driverless cars and drones. So edge displays or the enhance of display of grocery environment. So they have automated aisles, accuracy of prices. That's very important, and the predictive analysis, as I discussed earlier. And the last one is the in-store and online strategy. So yeah, it helps the company to grow their market and profit. So smart checkout. So nowadays, like my experience before in Uniqlo brand, it is less manpower because they have their automation of checkout and cashless nowadays. So also the Kroger adopted this kind of innovation for their company. So the analysis here is the risk one, data privacy issues, ethical implications with data collections. Also, before doing this all, you need the internet to function, and hacking for external and internal people. Also, the internal issues for changing from analog to digital. So here, the opportunities are high engagement and personalization from customers, accuracy for campaigns, also increased profit for the long run, and efficiency. That's it.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Carlo Young, and I'll be explaining about part 4, Kroger's current issues. So first off, the issues of the case are the management's resistance to change from manual to digital initiatives. Next one is profitability. Multiple initiatives simultaneously affects profitability because of like the investments in technology, and turnover accelerated as the CEO pushes change. And last one is competitors are taking advantage of their technology and could take more market share. So here, next one please. Here is the fishbone analysis, and the main problems are cited here: the sales decline, market share loss, a rapid change in technology and innovation, and resistance to change. And we narrowed it down to 4 parts. First one is for the people, changing consumer shopping habits, such as increased use of online grocery platforms and their buying behavior, and next one is lack of community involvement that can also cause the profitability of the company, and lastly is the behavior changes according to segments. Next one are the processes. Competition. Kroger is facing increased competition from traditional grocery retailers and e-commerce companies such as Amazon and Walmart. Again, Kroger is also struggling with profitability due to the investments in technology and supply chain management and intense competition. Third one is the organization's problems such as the private label brands. It has been taking challenges in growing their own private label as consumers are increasingly loyal to their own national brands. And next is the food inflation, which raises the cost of products and puts pressure on the company's profit margins. Lastly is the technology, wherein they face challenges in expanding their online grocery platform and delivery service to compete with the giants such as Amazon and Walmart. So here we did a decision-making matrix analysis as a group, and we came up with this solutions, and the weight of these scores are 30% is for cost, 20% is efficiency, 30% for security, and 10% for both usability and compatibility. So I'm just going to highlight two of the highest scores here. One is discontinuity and infancy of digital transformation, and our solution is to implement new ICT applications such as AI, embedded delivery systems, and digital displays and video analytics. And the high score we got is here, wherein we tackled the problem of inefficiencies in business processes and profitability. And our solution, which we came up as a group, is to have a digital twin in supply chain for greater visibility, higher optimization, faster decision making, and minimizing. And also to add on this, we want to implement a digital twin wherein all departments of the organization, such as HR, the training of employees, and marketing, all that stuff will be embedded in the digital twin. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk about the decisions and recommendations. So before moving into that, I would like to say one thing. So if you clearly saw the decision matrix, you may have come across that the major issue was regarding their conservative culture and also their, I would say, the preservers behavior of their leadership roles in the organization. So moving on. So here we have come up with few ideas. So first thing is digital twin for progress. So before moving into that as well, I would like to say one thing. So we would like to recommend a few other things as well. So first of all, they can use some drone technology to deliver their product. So you might ask me a question, why you use delivery? So why you focus on delivery part? Because whenever we transforming from traditional business to online one, so what is the best thing is the delivery, right? You guys expect something to deliver to your home very quickly and safely. So from that aspect, we focus more on the delivery part, so they can use drone technology to deliver the products to their to customers' home. Especially they can focus on the short distance when they are using the drone technology, and also they can teaming up with Google to use some Waymo, the driverless cars. So to be competitive in the industry, because as you know, we have a huge competition in the retail industry, especially from Amazon and the Walmart. So in order to be competitive, they need to use those technology to be sustained in the industry. So the digital twin, it's like, I would say, it's like a digital replication of the physical object. So basically what happens is, when it's coming to the supply chain, we integrate each and everything together. So starting from the sourcing raw materials, warehousing, production, and then delivering, and also the returning part. Obviously, we can't forget about that as well. So we integrate all of these parts together, and then we can see an end-to-end view broadly to make decisions very fastly. So I would like to move into the next one since we have a short time. Why we need why probably need the digital twin in supply chain design. So as you can see, we have pointed out different options. So the fast decision making is obviously the first thing, and then ability to identify risk factors. And then we can obviously come up with this blockchain thing. So because each block has different information, so then each of these blocks can connect it to a major thing, then they can make a quicker decision. So the next part will discuss from my other team member. Thank you so much.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Praveen Patel. I will be talking about the recommendations which our team has given to Kruger. We implement the implementation of digital twins model. From this, the Kruger can collect the data from IoT devices, and then it transfers to ERP software. Then ERP software will transfer through digital twin model to the company people officials, and then they can take the time, they can note the time of the delivery, time of the product, time of the location, location of the product, and temperature of the product where it is, and they can perform the functions in a better way in a human resource department, IT, operations, marketing, and finance. Next slide, please. And these are the company can have benefit from data collected from IoT through its softwares like POS, MIS, ERP, and human resource management system for HR. The company can improve in operations marketing by forecasting supply and demand, inventory management, efficiency improvement. In finance, they can improve in resource allocation and maximize shareholder wealth. In IT, they can improve in using data to improve systems. And in human resource management, they can improve in identifying needs of employees. The conclusion will be over.
Hi everyone, this is Karan. So I'm going to conclude everything that we do in the previous slides. So at first, it's implementing Azure digital twins. For this, we should recommend it for Kruger that it should use the more ICT trends in the business transaction like the IoT, big data, so that they can improve with their services and getting the better customer services. And then implement training. They should train their employees in the better way so that they can do fulfill the needs of the customer. Like the customer wants the e-marketing, so they should introduce the e-marketing more and more so they can enhance or they can give the better experience to the customers. Then evaluate. For that, they can use the big data analytics for the evaluation so that they can get the better results, or they can do the better evaluation as a result so that they can provide, if the customer want the non-grocery items and the grocery items, so they can include that according to the willing or the need of the customer. So yeah, that's all from our, and I hope you got it all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Let's give a big hand for team one. Well done, right? Look at the nice presentation. Well done on the time. And so this set of example for you guys, for your team 2 and 6, right? So we need to follow the structure that did it very well from company background and competitive analysis. You always put company in the competitive analysis, right? How can you are good? You only see what you get with your competitor, yeah? That's the reason we're doing 8 first analysis, right? Then we, what the company, what have done in the digital transformation. So the minimum 5 initiatives, right? And then what the issue there? Just be caution, always put your position in the case time, not today. Yeah? You solve the problem in the case time. Then typically one problem can be solved with multiple options. That's why you need to build up a decision matrix, right? Like your Excel for the